What's good, YouTube? Is Coffee tapping back in with another one, a news update, man. You see, we're over here on WACK100's page. He put this post up. Now, peep it, y'all. We know WACK100 on this channel, other channels, right? We get to talking about a lot of the fluckery that WACK100 is up to often. But, I got to keep it a buck, man. He's sharing some real game. Like, I'm fucking with what he's saying here. Whether a lot of the other BS he be on, you know what I mean? Like, he threw up this post here, commending Kevin Liles. For those not aware, man, Kevin Liles, showed up to Young Thug's court date. I did a video earlier about, like, Yak Gotti, YSL. There was he had a court date. He was denied bond. He's involved in the Rico as well, and there was some other ish going on. People saying he's telling and whatnot. I already did a video on that. Y'all can tap in on that. But Young Thug, if you guys recall last week, when Gunna was denied bail, Young Thug's court date was postponed. Because if you guys recall, they're trying to get his lawyer thrown off the case. You know what I mean? Conflict of interest. But and deny him bail bond, which today they ended up doing. But Kevin Liles showed up. It was postponed, and he showed up and was like, let's get into the post and we'll break it down. He tried to really look out for Young Thug, and if you guys recall, like nbayoungboy, his whole situation with the feds, for the longest time, Billy Joe voice, he couldn't get a bail, neither. And again, with this YSL case, it is not a federal RICO, it's a state. We know that. Georgia is really on some ish like, yo, this isn't a rap label or a rap collective or a clique or none of that. They're a criminal enterprise, like Georgia prosecutors are like not letting off at all on this. Comment, let me know what you guys think about that, if you think this whole situation's a reach. But Kevin, if you guys recall, NBA YoungBoy eventually did make bail, and it's kind of crazy too, guys, since he's been out. He's facing some very serious federal charges. Like, I haven't heard ish about that case anymore. Almost like they want everyone to forget about it or something. But nonetheless, the attorney had to spit a lot of game to the judge. Listen, Your Honor, we'll hire, what was it, like ex-Green Berets and Navy SEALs to do 24-hour security, and we'll move them to, where was it, like Montana or Utah or some ish. And, you know what I'm saying? We'll make sure he stays in the crib, and, he's going to be focused working on music. We won't let him go nowhere. No further fluckery or drama is going to go down, etc. And it ended up working. Kevin Liles, proposed something similar in court today, that he wanted to hire ex-police to do 24-hour security out of his own pocket. You know what I mean? Like, yes, he's from the label, but let's just get into what Wack's saying here, and we'll break it down more. He said, I watched this man put it all on the line today in court, not there for himself, but for the support of Young Thug. Kevin Liles, your new name is respect. I salute you as an exec for doing what others would not have done. You were there. You laid it all on the line. This game isn't just business for you. You're a man of dignity, loyalty, and respect. Never in my time have I seen a top-level exec defend us. Salute, my brother. So you heard him. He said, this isn't just business to you. You know what I mean? So often on this channel, I bring up how, America, there's a lot of fluckery going on in America, but something specifically that I'm trying to speak on right at this moment is capitalism, business. You know what I'm saying? The dollar reigns supreme over everything. Even morals and integrity and principles and things of that nature. You know what I mean? And even individuals sometimes who really have a strong foundation and strong beliefs, and they stand on principles and things of that nature, when a a big payday comes up, they'll compromise those morals and whatnot. You know what I mean? And WACK saying, nah, like, this isn't, they're not just artists that you got signed or whatever. Like, you really care about these cats, and you went, you know what I mean? Like, this isn't just a business move to you. Salute to you, Kevin Liles. You know what I mean? And real talk, like I said, WACK be up to a lot of bull-ish, but I gotta keep it a buck. When I agree with what he's saying, I gotta say just that. You know what I mean? Tap in, comment, let me know if y'all agree. Like, so often, um, we in the blogosphere, if individuals disagree, they'll never even say if another individual is right, or they like what they're saying, or they like some work they put out or something. Like, come on, we can't move like that. That's some bull-ish. But anyways, let's tap into the comments, see what the people are saying. Someone said, respect, legend, Baltimore, that's right. Because the top level execs mostly weren't us, the game-changing OG. That's real, yay. He definitely real for that one. Free YSL. Now for real, salute. Maybe because he'll lose money if they go to jail. Just taking a wild swing in the dark, don't mind me. Someone said, then don't post, dummy. And they responded back and said, you're dismissed, bud. Someone said, be more facts, no cap, much respect. Facts of life. He a real one. Facts. Free them all, both sides, but learn from the mistakes. Hey, like, not even getting into talking about this case or anything, just that comment, learn from mistakes. Yo, let's not make the same mistakes in life. Just anyone, you know what I mean? That's just a valuable lesson. I just saw someone earlier, a totally unrelated situation, like making very bad decisions numerous times and giving up their freedom behind it is crazy. Like, making the same mistakes, two tragic results is ludicrous. Someone said, yeah, that was some thorough-ish. Frontline soldier, protect that man at all costs. On the next episode of Snitch House, I don't know what that's about. Real one, respect on another level. Facts, I bet you can't do it for Blueface. Ooh, damn, hey, I don't know. What do y'all think about that? I'm not even going to get into it. Like, someone is saying, hey, uh, like, Kevin Liles is on some real OG-ish, right? Because y'all know what I'm talking about, right? The difference between OGs and just old heads, like, out on some fluckery. OGs is supposed to just be trying to kick some values and principles and share real game, and put those that they got under the wing or whatever that they're dropping gems to or schooling down the right path, not on that BS. What do y'all think? Would WACK do this same type of ish for Blueface or not? Let me know what y'all think. Someone said, salute. He's really a stand-up dude, rare in the game. Shout out to you for recognizing. Again, we got to recognize that WACK recognized Kevin Liles, like, real talk. But I want to slide over to Kevin Liles' page and see here if he posted about this. No, I don't know. Let's tap into his story. Oh, here we go. Here's a little clip of him in court. Was just out the Bahamas with Kevin Liles, and he still made it back to court to take care of his own. Love you, bro. Hey, again, Kevin Liles, really, what he did really is commendable. You know what I mean?
There's been testimony that if this trial, and I'm not saying the court would allow it, but if it doesn't take place for a year, there'd be over $1 million in expenses just for 24-hour security of.
So you heard that. Let's see if there's some more clips in here. But Kevin Liles got on the stand, on the record, and said he'll come out of pocket. He'll get that 24-hour security. In the end, again, the court shot it down. But, man, I don't know. Like, tap in, comment.
Would you be willing to back with your own personal property and wealth?
So you heard that. On the record, the judge is asking him, with your own personal property and wealth. And you see the caption here. Someone said, immense amount of respect for Kevin Liles. Thank you for all you do and incredibly grateful to learn from you every day, from navigating famous decks in rehab, almost a year clean, by the way. Y'all remember Famous Dex was not doing good. See you soon. To the, what's it say, and fatherly support for YSL and many other artists throughout the years. I commend you. So again, man, a lot of people may act like your friend or they got your back. This is some real ish right here. This is some real gangster ish, right? This is what's really gangster.
As well as your own company's personal property and wealth. The bond for Mr. Williams, if the Salvo Court wanted a high bond, you have to understand that you would, if the court...
Let's see if there's some more footage.
There's been testimony that if this trial, and I'm not saying the court will allow it, but if it doesn't take place for a year...
A real one, no question, genuine Kevin Liles, free YSL.
There'd be over $1 million in expenses just for...
Kevin Liles testifies on Young Thug's behalf in court.
24-hour security of police officers. It's funny how we're the #1 music in the world now, and they want to bring this back up. We don't argue about any other movies or other genres of music that talk about I ran them over in my truck.
So y'all heard that, right? Not only was he going on and saying he would be responsible for the expenses and for, making sure Young Thug is safe and following his stipulations and everything like that. He actually spoke on what's going on here with the lyrics being used against Young Thug, right? You heard him. Hip-hop's the #1 genre of music, but no other genre of music are like using lyrics against the artists. Or he was talking about the movies as well. You see the caption says, CEO of 300 ENT, Kevin Liles speaks. Young Thug's lyric being used as evidence in court. We don't argue about movies or other genres of music. We don't bring those things to court. But our music, we've been on trial. So not only was he there, trying to free Young Thug and get him that bond. And again, the court did indeed deny the bond. He was speaking out against the fluffery going on. Like, comment, y'all. This whole ish with the lyrics is like, damn, man. I mean, I'm sure y'all have heard that narrative, but tap in.
Funny how we're the #1 music in the world now, and they want to bring this back up. We don't argue about any other movies or other genres of music that talk about I ran them over in my truck. Financially, there's been testimony that if this trial, and I'm not saying it...
You see here, is Kevin Liles a real one for putting it all on the line for Young Thug? Absolutely, man. And again, WACK was spitting some facts here, like, gotta keep it a buck.
The court will allow it, but if it doesn't take place for a year, there'd be over $1 million in expenses just for 24-hour security. The court will allow it, but if it doesn't take place...
Kevin Liles testifies on Young Thug's behalf in court. Solid, Kevin Liles.
A year, there'd be over $1 million in expenses just for 24-hour security of police officers to ensure, off-duty police officers' second jobs to ensure... I'm not signing this artist. I'm raising a young man. He looks at me as a father figure.
Damn, so I had to skip back. You heard that? Again, this ain't just business to him. This ain't just, oh, man, I got them signed. I need them out here making money. No, he tries to, like, again, that's really gangster, right? Trying to lead the youth, or in this case, artists that he has signed under him, like, share game with them and lead them down the right path. This is more than a business move. You know what I mean?
We'll allow it. I'm not signing this artist. I'm raising a young man. He looks at me as a father figure.
You see, it says Kevin Liles speaks on how good of a person Young Thug is. The Jeffrey I know would give me the clothes off his back. The Jeffrey I know, I can give him my kids. He can give me his kids. That's the Jeffrey I know. And again, in the midst of all this, you know, like, it's wild, man. The state of Georgia, the state of Georgia, like I said, they're talking about this ain't a record label. This is a criminal enterprise. They got Young Thug, listed as the founder of this criminal enterprise. They even got the date. You know what I mean? Like, they're talking about, oh, he started YSL on this date. Like, he was out here, like, on some, like, mob ish, right? Like burning saints and having people take their oath and ish like that. Like, if y'all, watch Godfather, Sopranos, or whatever, y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, that's really how they're coming at YSL with this Rico. Again, I want to know if you guys think that's a stretch, but Kevin Liles, like, he came to court. I don't know, man. It's very commendable. But let's hear what he had to say here, and then we'll close this thing out, guys.
Allow it. I'm not signing just artists. I'm raising a young man. He looks at me as a father figure. He's not, like I said, we can't limit it to just his lyrics or his music.
But yeah, in the midst of all that, like I said, they're trying to paint Young Thug as this ruthless leader who started this criminal enterprise, this gang, and again, they denied him bond, probably strictly for that reason, that they painted that narrative. Let me know what you guys think about that. But with Gunna, a lot of people were theorizing when this news hit, like, oh, yo, Gunna's, like, and Gunna's bail was denied as well. Like, yo, Gunna's, they're gonna go light on him, this, that, and the third. But we saw when Gunna went to court last week, the prosecutors were like, Your Honor, he's not this low level just affiliate like people are pointing him out to be. He gave orders. He's high ranking in the organization. He gave orders. He had people put in pain and violence behind his orders. Like, this is just a wild situation, man. So I don't know, guys. Tap in, comment, let me know what you think about this. Again, had to keep it a buck about what WACK100 was saying here. What do you think about the case? What do you think about Kevin Liles showing up to court? I don't know. Do you guys think maybe at a future date he will be able to get Young Thug released on bond under some stipulations similar to what NBA YoungBoy had? As I was pointing out earlier, NBA YoungBoy had to have like X special forces and ish like that do security for him and put him out in a remote area, and like I said, Utah or Montana or wherever the fuck it was. I don't know. Comment. Let's discuss it all. Thanks for watching. Sub to the channel. Hit that bell. But more importantly, let's talk. If you're new, that's what it's all about over here. Hearing what the people got to say. So tap in. It's coffee. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Stay tuned. We blog music, news, sports, current events, life, and much more all day, every day. I'm up out of here, y'all. Peace.